Please welcome Chris Colfer. How you doing? Good to see you. Have a seat. Welcome.
Thank you. Now, that's some great hair. Thank you so much. It's a windy city, so I had to zhuzh it up.
Oh, I think he's giving me some inspiration. I got that. I think I may do that Monday.
Yeah, that is kind of the vow.
And I'll do that. I'll do that Monday.
Okay, you'll go a little flat. I'll go a little higher.
Awesome.
It is very Elvis Presley-ish.
Oh, is it? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Great.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've been to Chicago, right? You spent some time here.
Yeah, I love Chicago. Love Chicago. It's one of my favorite cities.
What's your favorite part about Chicago?
That Oprah used to live here.
Nice, Chris.
Yes, no, Chris, a big Oprah fan. You're still waiting for like the invite to go to her house.
Well, yes. I should probably wait for the invitation before I just show up, huh? Yeah.
Well, maybe.
You never know. You've been to the White House.
It's true. With Oprah's house, is probably much nicer.
You think so?
Yeah, much more security.
How was that trip at the White House?
It was great. I actually met J.K. Rowling there, and I was more excited to meet J.K. Rowling than I was excited to meet Obama.
Really?
Yeah. Bad American. Yeah.
So you grew up in the theater, and then how did you transform into Glee? How did you get on that show?
Well, I had been auditioning for years, back and forth, for every little boy part in every show. I did that for a long time, and then Glee was like the last audition I made, and it was the first one that I ever booked.
Wow.
Okay, but it wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to go try out for Glee, and I got it. You actually tried out for the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one you wanted the character that's in the wheelchair, and you didn't get that.
Right. That's what he said. I hope that was the conversation.
That's everything I
Not like,
read.
this kid is so strange. Just put him in the show.
You have a story, and he saw it in you, and you were going to be able to tell your story and act your story out so authentically.
Well, thanks. I honestly, it's crazy. Like, I think about like Kurt Helmut and what he's become, and I have no idea how Ryan saw all that in my audition, which is available on YouTube, unfortunately. I have no idea how he saw all that in me, and I'm so thankful that he did, though.
Yeah, what do you think when you think about the message that Glee has? We're taking a look at you singing. By the way, your vocal range, when did you discover you had that?
Well, probably when I was about 13 or so. I guess I was terrified that it was going to change and I would lose it all. So I would sing as fast as I could every day. I would do my scales every day, and I was able to keep the range.
Do you remember the first song you sang? Like for an audience?
I used to sing along to Sister Act for my mom and dad. I was obsessed
from
with
Sister Act. That's right. That was one of your favorite movies.
So
which song from that did you?
I don't know, whatever Whoopi was doing. I always tried to sing along with Whoopi.
Okay.
And you say your voice is a blessing and a curse. Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, it's a blessing because, I mean, it's crazy to be like a Grammy nominee and be a part of Glee. But also, I mean, it's the first reason that people always poke fun at me. And I used to hate like in high school because as soon as I would introduce myself, it's like I could almost hear people laughing about me behind my back, even though I was still in the room.
Let's talk about your time in high school, because you had a rough go. And you said you didn't fit in, you weren't accepted, you did a lot of writing because you were alone and by yourself. How do you send a message to the young kids? You get 500 letters a week from kids who look up to you. How do you tell them, or what do you tell them to let them know that you're not alone, that you've got something special about you, and just to keep on keeping on in this day and age where bullying is so prevalent?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm one person, and I can't go to every single campus like I would like to and say that. So I think it's really important that the faculties and teachers that are at the schools do say that message. Because I know that when I was in school, teachers and the faculty were about discipline. There was no one there to help you. So I think they really need to make it clear that they are there to help them as much as they are to discipline them. But for me, I just set goals for myself and focus on that and didn't really live in the present of that time.
Yeah, and your character on the show is openly gay. You're openly gay in real life. You've always been kind of comfortable in your own skin. How is that?
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true. I mean, I think everyone has their own, even if like you're a purple dinosaur. I mean, like you go through a period of self-acceptance. But I don't know. I think for me, it was a choice. It was, am I going to be honest with myself, or am I going to be a prisoner to who I am, and always have to hold myself back from saying things freely, and I didn't want to be in that prison, so I chose the opposite.
Well, we know you love Geno's East Pizza, right?
I do. I do love me some Geno's.
We're givers here on Windy City Live, just so you know. You may not know a lot about us, but we think that you should have some Geno's East Pizza
my God.
right now.
We're going to let Chris dig in. We're going to have more with Chris right after the break. Stay with us.